The overall traction was very solid with all things considered. Usually when you have a translucent outsole you lose traction when dust or debris is on the court, but thankfully the Air Jordan 7 have solid rubber traction pods located in the heel and forefoot. The clear sections are nice and sticky straight out the box, which is good and bad depending on court conditions. However, I played on well-maintained courts in addition to debris-ridden floors, and the Air Jordan 7 held up perfectly fine. Worst that happened was that I needed to wipe the outsole semi-often on dusty courts. With the lightweight Phylon and full-length air unit in place, cushion is solid as well. While they aren't as soft as the original or 2001 retro releases, they are still leaps and bounds better than previous Air Jordan models. Impact absorption is available and consistent throughout, while still maintaining decent court feel in the forefoot. Patent leather and ballistic nylon mesh are used along the upper. Oh, and a very small piece of cheap split grain leather is located at the heel. Overall, the materials are nice. The patent leather isn't quite as strong as it could have been if it were a bit thicker, but all in all the materials performed pretty much on par with the original and previous retro versions. They fit true to size. Wide footers may want to get 1/2 size larger or wait for the materials to break in a bit, which they will. The mesh wraps around your foot perfectly, and the patent adds some support which is greatly needed. Lockdown is great all the way up the shoe, so there isn't much to complain about. Only thing that could pose a problem is that the materials are weak in comparison to today's synthetics, but this is where growing up in the 90s comes into play. We're used to this type of shoe, so it doesn't bother us at all. It isn't great, but it isn't horrible. The material is breathable, so that's going to score some points, but it's noticeably not as ventilated as something like the Air Jordan 6, which I still feel has the best ventilation out of the entire lineup. If the materials didn't move with your foot so much, I would say the support is great. The carbon fiber adds a lot of support along the entire base of the foot, not just the arch, and the overall fit provides you with the extra reassurance you'd want or need. Materials just get a bit flimsy. It's mesh. Not much you can do. The Air Jordan 7 is a straight beast on court. They look good, feel good, and they play well on top of that. I hope the quality wouldn't obstruct my opinion on their performance, and it honestly hasn't.